There we go. Hello, I am Scott. Why am I so good at this game? Scoot, low HP Scoot, and as Frank Daddy. I have so many names, I have to write them down on a little sticky note and stick them to my laptop. Anyway, this is week 1, day 1 of the EULCS. This is going to be the Dignitas EU versus LowLandLions. Now, both of these teams have a very long history, actually. I was looking them up earlier, and I was actually surprised to see LowLandLions has been around since 2011, albeit, they've gone through so many players, they've gone through so many names, they've gone through so many sponsors. Right now, they're sponsored by Alienware, to my knowledge. Meanwhile, Dignitas EU used to be SK Gaming Prime, the farm team for SK, but well, looks like they got sold to Dignitas, and now Broken Shard is trying once again to get into the LCS. He's done it so many times, but every time he gets benched, and then he is eventually, he was coach of I think it was Gamers 2 for a while, Ocelot's team, and then, well, I'm actually glad to see him playing again. I've always kind of liked his style. I liked his hype. His on-screen personality. And I know a lot about him. He used to be with Complexity. He moved to an EU team. It was another low-tier team. They got booted, relegated because of, well, they just weren't good enough. Anyway, that's not the game we're talking about. We're talking about this game right here, LowLandLions versus, ooh, that's loud, versus Dignitas EU. Now, right there, the Narvin combo, classic. On top of Azir, they have so many walls that this LowLandLion team is going to have to try to get around, but they do have the dashes, the jumps, the tunnels, and, well, more jumps. So they'll be able to, do the best they can with what they have, and, I'm just going to skip over this again. It's a very nice graphic, though. And, well, according to this timeline, we get into the game paused. It's a 3-minute pause that, thanks to the magic of YouTube, we can just skip right over. Looks like one of them might have had a problem trying to connect to the game, but, that kind of stuff happens all the time. As far as the LLL comp goes, it's a lot of team fighting, to say the least. Ari right now is a kiting mage that just does a lot of damage over the time of a team fight, much like Azir, except Azir has a lot better poke. I could not tell you how many times I've seen someone poked down to half health just by Azir soldiers. On top of this, Morgana. This is a combo we've seen before. It was week 1, day 1 of the NACS, actually. I forget which teams it was, but they had the Azir Morgana combo. Morgana would land her binding, and then Azir soldiers would just pop them. Like, there was no coming back from that. But right now they have the Braum that'll be able to get in the way. They have, well, a lot of front line to protect this. Oh, we might see Wunderwar walking towards them, but LLL is going to be able to spot him out. They don't know how many of the Dignitas EU team is there, and Wunderwar is going to flash over the walls of safety. What are these other two going to do? They're going to go the long way out of the jungle, and they are going to be safe for the most part. Visility is trying to pursue as hard as they can. They know where Morgana is, and they're going to force the flash out of Zaitan too. Going to get hit by the Braum Q, but there is no follow-up. Really close there. Like, that could have gone horrible right there for Dignitas EU. But, burning 2 flash, that's a lot better than 600 gold, 700 gold in their pockets. So, I will take the flashes over the deaths any day of the week. And right now, DEU is going to go for that late-ish invade. Rek'Sai is doing the Krugs, and they have no idea that the other is there. Granted, Broken Shard does have better support than this now burrowed Rek'Sai does, and Broken Shard is going to be able to take away that red buff. Though now they know, well, it looks like they knew the lane swap was going to happen because Jinx was in top. And Wunderwar and Broken Shard are just going to jungle side by side. Kirei might, well, Kirei didn't have the smite up, so I couldn't say might steal that away. But it was a good try to, you know, just poke them all out of the jungle. From this, they're going to send Braum and Jax top to help him out in that 2v1 lane. I personally would have, you know, tried to continue the solo jungle for Jax, considering there's a lot of room in this jungle for him to move around in. But Jarvan and Gnar looks like they're just going to go back. No, Jarvan is going to stay up there for a little while longer. He's wasting a lot of time. That's time he could have devoted to clearing out his own jungle and, you know, getting that red buff too. But he's going to go back in, get that blue, and it looks like Rek'Sai is only going to go for the Scuttle Crab. Wunderware is going to be able to trade pretty okay with this Corki, so long as, you know, all of those skills don't hit too hard. Hybrid is going to be able to block out the auto attacks for Morsu. The wave is pushing. Oh, they know that Rek'Sai is in their own jungle, but Jarvan is still on this top side. Why hasn't he made a move to his own red jungle? This is really sloppy play from Broken Shard, in my opinion. He could have had all three of his buffs by now, but instead he chose to wait around in top lane for too long. Now he's trying to set up a gank in mid lane. Ko's Q is going to get knocked up. The slow is going to go down. He's going to miss the knock up onto the flag and drag. And, oh wow, Kirei is going to be taken low in the jungle, but ultimately live. You know how these things goes. Morsu going in really hard onto Crazy Crabs. Crazy Crab Caps gonna get stunned up there. The ignite goes down. The flash onto him. First blood for Morsu. That was really good of them to know that the spell shield was just about to wind down. They know that Morgana didn't have the flash, and all they had to worry about was Crazy Cap's possible escape. With those two jumps though, they were able to land the slow, land the stun, and from there it was just all over. Zaitan not being able to do anything to save them. Right now, well, getting ahead is really good for this 2v2 lane in Jax's favor, because now I'm sure he can go back to lane and just get it on with his Gnar too. Like right now I think they're just going to keep Vizility in this bottom lane to deal with Gnar. But going back to this top lane, it looks like they're just going to have him 2v1, which is definitely something I agree with. He has the lifesteal now, and he has a good amount of damage to the point where, even though it is early on, he can probably do well in this 2v1 lane. He will have the sustain, and they're going to send Braum to the bot lane. That's a really good rotation from LowLandLions right here. And Broken Shard spots out Rek'Sai in this mid lane. They know Rek'Sai is here. Possible counter gank incoming. Azir is decently low on mana. Broken Shard gonna just walk up to Kirei, get knocked up. Go for the knock up on Ko's Q. Knocked up again by Senkux. And it looks like Broken Shard might go down to Kirei right here. He will to the Q. Knocks up Senkux. The stun is probably going to go down. No, it's not. The spell shield and the flash from Zaitan to save his mid laner. Another good gank in that mid lane, but Broken Shard getting a little bit caught out there. That was good timing though on Broken Shard's part to know go for this Ahri who doesn't have flash, who doesn't have ignite, and just do it. Wunderware is going to be taking a lot of damage from this Vizility now that he has level 6, and be forced under that turret without Gnar to speak of. Well, Mega Gnar at least. Morsu going to be able to farm decently well under his turret. He will be taking the auto attack poke, which was, you know, kind of seen that coming. Oh, all three of those backline minions gonna go to this Morgana. A lot of tower will be able to go down onto this tower, and if there is enough power behind it, they might take it. It looks like it's gonna be a close one. Running out of minions, not gonna be able to take it right now. Hits the binding on the first one, and LowLandLions is going to be able to take this dragon. They see Jarvan in that top side of the jungle, going for the return gank onto Ahri. But right now, Hybrid trying to block out the house, but it wouldn't have hit anyway. Good job from LowLandLions to get that dragon in return for that top tower. The Gnar goes down onto Hybrid though. Gnar putting down a lot of damage onto Hybrid. The shield goes down. He hits the stun, but Wunderwear has the move speed. He doesn't land the Q and will not be able to get the slow. There stops the pursuit, and that is a big missed opportunity for Wunderwear. That could have been a really easy kill, but instead it's amounting to just a little more lane pressure than before. Having to send the Braum back is good for this Gnar right now, but once Corki makes it back, he's going to be struggling once again. Kozq going to take that blue buff there, and Wunderwear going to jump away from any possible poke that might have come out. Crazy Caps stealing away the big Krug, but Morsu is going to walk in and clear the rest of that camp out. Both of these mid laners are going to have their buffs now, and they're just trying to get as much farm onto this Jinx as possible, taking the Gromp as well. The Dignitas EU team has a ward on red buff, the enemy red buff, and they might be able to make a play on it should they want to. Though Rek'Sai is level 6, will probably just ult into her own jungle to, you know, secure that. I'm actually surprised. Oh, there it is. And going into her own jungle, just like I called. And again, all of her tunnels are in her own jungle. There's nowhere else but her own jungle to go into. You know, just adding a little bit of knowledge that sounds like knowledge even though it's plain and obvious. They are going to be able to spot out the Jax pushing the top lane still. I think there was a ward in that middle lane too that Rek'Sai got spotted by. So they know where Rek'Sai is too. There's a pink ward behind the red pit for them, which is good. It helps them control vision around that area. But Hybrid is going a little bit aggressive on Wunderwear. Gonna get a gank down onto Senkux in this lane. The ultimate gonna go down onto Kirei, and Kirei is just gonna be taken straight down. But Kozq flashing in for Broken Shard, but not gonna be able to get it. Morsu gonna get dove in this top lane, and ooh, that Jax damage going down. This 1v1 is definitely in favor of Morsu. The ultimate not even gonna be able to come out. Visibility gonna get gnarred into the wall, and Wunderwear backing off after that. A lot of action across the map right here, but only one thing coming of it, and that is Morsu getting bigger, this late game Jax carry. And Wunderwear gonna jump off of Hybrid's head. Morsu getting Morgana ultied in the top lane. Facility is gonna get the kill. Morsu is gonna go down as well after burning the flash. Oh man, is that a misplay if I ever saw one. Here comes Kirei for another gank. This mid lane gonna get the knock up. The wall is gonna go down though. A lot of damage going back down onto Kozq, and a really good trade to keep Senkux alive. They're gonna be getting this bottom tower too, and LowLandLions taking a bit of a gold lead here. It's gonna be about 1,000 after they take the tower, maybe a little more. Yeah, 1,300 gold in favor of Visibility and crew right now. That's a really cool name, Visibility. I hope I see him more. And, well, Kirei counter jungled in some fashion. Gonna clear that out and finally get the timer for that respawn. Zaitan thinks he has what it takes to go against Ahri in this mid lane. Ahri is out of mana, but here comes Azir to the rescue. Not like Morgana needed rescuing or anything. Broken Shard gonna be able to clear out this pink ward as soon as it goes down. Good awareness on their part. Oh, and Zaitan comes in for that kill steal. What a jerk. That's anything I hate more. It's not getting like the right amount of gold for doing most of the damage. It really bugs me as a player to just see like, oh yeah, I did all of the damage to this ward, and well, they're gonna get 30 gold for it. Or in other cases, it's like someone will sweep it, someone will get 2 auto attacks on it, another person gets a 3rd auto attack, and it's like that guy got 27 gold and that person got 3. How does that work? I'm not sure. It's weird. I don't know what algorithm they use behind giving ward money, but it's definitely beyond my possibilities of knowledge. Now that this mid game is coming up, Jax almost has his Trinity. Well, not almost. He's building up that Trinity Force along with that Bilgewater Cutlass. Going for the 2 offensive item Jax. That's really ambitious, especially against a team that has such a great late game as this, where, I mean, the immobility of Jinx would lend me to believe that Jax wouldn't need any kind of chasing items such as the Blade of the Ruined King, but it is nonetheless a good idea to grab. But I think it should be one or the other, and the one should almost always be the Trinity Force. I mean, only really grab 2 offensive items if you really are that far ahead. But right now the gold lead is just about even, and well, with the spawning of the 2nd dragon 15 minutes in, Jax probably could have had a Trinity Force at this point, which would have been a really big power spike. Wow, this Rek'Sai taking a lot of poke damage. They're going in on Hybrid. Hybrid gonna get knocked away by the Gnar. And oof, Demacia goes down from Broken Shard. Broken Shard gonna get annihilated on the backline by Morsu, but the poking is going back and forth. They get the kill onto Braum. Morsu gonna get taken down, but not before getting another kill on his own. Visility gonna flash away into the bush and getting the charm down onto Wunderwear, but that's not gonna be enough to get the kill. A good 3-for-2 trade in favor of this Dignitas EU team, and they get the dragon. Good job from these guys to stay on top of it, get a really good amount of poke down before the fight even began, and just run away with the fight. This Rek'Sai right now is super squishy. Rek'Sai couldn't even make it into the fight before having to, well, die. It looks like Flash was burned in that last fight too. That's a tragedy right there. But LowLandLions still has an in this game, and that is a 4-kill Jax. That is a Jax that is quickly becoming a huge problem, and that is going to become a nuisance very soon. Once he finishes that Trinity Force and the Blade of the Ruined King, he should be basically unstoppable in any kind of 1v1, and his split push is just going to be insane. Gnar is not going to be able to stand a chance against it, and this Gnar is going full tank with that first item, Randuin's. It's not a bad item to get against Jax, but it certainly won't help against the Ahri and the magic damage from Corki. Granted, Randuin's overall is just a really good item. Visility going to take a lot of that Azir poke, but Hybrid is going to try to block some of it out. The Q is going to get a lot of damage down on the Hybrid, taken down to half health by this Azir poke. And he's going to be able to take out the ward. When Azir first came out, I loved the idea of like proxying his auto attack through soldiers, but my first concern was, what if you don't have any soldiers? Will you be able to auto attack? And I was glad to see that yes, you can, but it's definitely worthwhile to have a soldier instead of your regular auto attacks, considering your entire kit has to do with these soldiers. It's a really cool design, really cool kit. I got him day one, played one game with him, lost terribly, and haven't played him since. That's been my luck with recent champions. Like, when Lysandra first came out, I got the entire pack, I got the skin, and I paid the RP for it all. It was great. I played her Bloodstone Lysandra. Kozq gonna go in, miss the charm, gonna put down a lot of damage though with her ultimate. Invisibility is gonna get hit by the Morgana binding and not be able to do anything. Anyway, had a really fun time as Lysandra. Turns out I was terrible with her. Stopped playing her completely. Senkuk's gonna take a lot of damage there, but put up his turret and then go back safely, setting up a good amount of fallback for his team. Same thing happened to me with Vel'Koz, you know. I thought Vel'Koz was awesome. I thought, man, this champion is going to be the coolest in the world. Like, I was really hyped for Vel'Koz. Like, more hyped than I was when Thresh first came out. And I thought, you know, man, Vel'Koz is going to be the greatest champion in the world. He even has a Battlecast skin that's so sweet. I love the Battlecast lore and like all of the champions involved with it. So I got that skin up day one. I played like 3 games with him, lost every single one, and I'm like, man, this champion is bad. And then he was used in LCS for a few weeks, so I stopped playing him completely. But then my friend started playing him, and you know, he's a decent fallback pick. Like, I have skins for a lot of champions. I have almost every single Lee Sin skin. You don't see me playing Lee Sin every game, but I love his skins. They're so cool. Like, I have every single Graves skin. I have almost every single Sona skin. I have all of them except for Gookeen Sona. I have a couple of Annie skins. I have 2 Anivia skins. But last time I played Anivia was like last week, and that was the first time in maybe months I've ever played Anivia. Anivia is a fun champion. I wish they would bring her back. But you know, it's just the fun of the game. Like, I have an Ahri skin. I didn't even play Ahri until I got that skin. I have a Garen skin. I only ever played Garen once. The magic of mystery gifting. I can tell you that much. Oh, and I have a Teemo skin. The evil incarnate himself, Teemo. Thank God for the mystery gifts. Meanwhile, my friend gets like Koi Nami, and I'm like, why do I get Happy Elf Teemo? Alright, well, that's enough storytelling. Right now, Dragon is going to come back up, and it looks like it's going to be DEUs completely. Jax is split pushing the top lane though, so if they ignore him and take this dragon, they're going to lose a lot more than just that top tower. LLL is rotating mid to pressure this mid tower as well. And they're dragging Dignitas completely away from this dragon, which is just giving Jax more time in this top lane. They have to take the dragon and send someone back, or just give up the dragon. It looks like what they're doing right now is sending their men over to take this dragon. They're going to send Gnar back, though, to deal with this Jax. But what can Gnar really do? LLL is going to be able to take this mid tower, though, despite Azir's efforts. Going to land the charm. The binding is not going to hit, but Vizility is going to flash over and get the kill onto Azir. Vizility is going to get knocked up. Demacia goes down onto the back line, but it only catches Kirei. There jumps in Gnar. Going to try to peel off Morsu. Morsu going to get locked up under the tower. Hybrid going to go down, but no, he is not. Kirei is going to be kited out. Morsu jumps back onto the team, and Jinx running away with those kills. Oh, a really messed up fight right there. So much going on. It was back and forth, and in my professional opinion, Jax should have just continued split pushing all day. That was a good effort to keep this Dignitas team on the mid lane, but they could have just kept Jax split pushing and, you know, taken the tower and ran afterwards. They didn't need to dedicate so much to killing Azir, because right after that, Vizility got caught out. The The exhaust went down onto Kozq, and that probably should have been the end of the fight, but then Facility, going man mode, flashes in, gets the kill, but then dies it himself, so really, was it worth? What happened around the map says yes, but in my mind, not so much. Because with that, well, Jax did walk over, so his teleport is still up. He has the teleport advantage on Wunderwehr. And yes, that is really big for his team, because now Wunderwehr won't be able to split push against this Jax. And, you know, if Jax teleports out, Wunderwehr, if he's Mini-Gnar, has nothing to stop his teleport. And then if he does stop the teleport, he'll just die to this Jax, who has both of his offensive items right now. It looks like Corki is building the same path, too. That is going to be huge for this LowLandLions team once the next team fight rolls around. These two item spikes happening right now, the Morellos and the death cap onto Ahri, that's a lot of damage coming out in these fights. Same thing on the Azir though. He has so much poke damage. Like, it's one thing to compare it to minions because, you know, you deal like 1,800 damage to a minion on a crit or something. But they are going to rotate down, force Morsu off of this tower, and Crazy Caps and crew are going to get their tower in this bot lane. But that's going to prompt the rotation into this mid lane for the LowLandLions, and it's reminiscent of a base race. It just looks like the team is grouping up in this bot lane, and oh, it actually looks like LowLandLions are going to rotate towards this Baron. In this stage of the game, Baron for an inhibitor is definitely worth it because you can just counter push it, but I mean, they might lose much more than just an inhibitor. This is a really good rotation out from Dignitas EU, and the backs are going to come in. I mean, right now, this is actually very good for LowLandLions because they can just send Jax in the bot lane to split push against these super minions. He's going to melt the super minions, and he'll have Baron minions with him too. So this is actually really good for LLL. Despite losing 3 towers and the inhibitor, they get the Baron buff, and they're going to be able to basically make it all back. They're going to definitely be able to push down this mid. Jax is going to absolutely ravage those super minions. And I think it was actually proven on the League of Legends subreddit that a wave of like Baroned up minions is stronger than an individual super minion. And its resulting wave. So right now, LLL have a huge advantage. And it's going to be really bad for this Dignitas EU team if they can't do anything about this Jax. And right now, despite having that extra turret up, it goes down really quickly because of these minions. Sure, Azir can poke out these the back line of minions pretty easily, but he can't even get close to his turret. That mid turret is going down, and they have a cannon minion with them. They can easily get a lot of damage down onto this inhibitor turret. But they're going to rotate bottom lane and join up with the Jax. And they know there are a lot of minions down there already, because Jax is babysitting them. They're going to destroy whatever wave Dignitas EU had and just take the tower. Kozq going to get hit with the binding, but Hybrid going to jump in front of him. Broken Shard going to get knocked up and absolutely destroyed, but Hybrid's still taking a lot of damage. He barely gets out within an inch of his life. Wunderwehr is going to try to do what he can. He's going to hit the Q onto Facility. He is about to go Mega. There it is. Can he get the jump in? No, he will continually get slowed. He flash Qs, but that doesn't do much of anything. 2 turrets in favor of LLL. And a kill. That was a really good Baron. And they do still have a little bit of time left on it. It looks like, however, they're going to have to give up this dragon as well. That's going to be the 3rd dragon for Dignitas EU. And, well, they have home guards. They're running back as fast as they possibly can. I'm trying to donate this blue over, but Crazy Caps has to secure it, so Senkux is going to go without blue for a little while. And Lowland Lions are actually going to push them off of this dragon. They still have Baron for... the time is negligible. It's going to go down during this dragon take. But they are getting the damage down onto it. The entire Dignitas EU side is really low. And there's the flash charm onto Azir. Broken Shard going to get caught out by the flashing Morsu stun, and that's going to be the dragon. Will Morsu be able to jump down? No, he won't. The Gnar is going to be able to jump away. Kozq gets hit with the Q and he's going to get slowed. The max range stun doesn't go down, and Kozq, overextending, gets killed by the crazy caps. A good fight for Lowland Lions right here, and it just looks like they're the dominating team, despite being up only a measly margin of 3k gold. Oh wow, I was completely wrong. They never even got that bottom turret. I'm sorry. But with that, the Baron is gone. But Jax still has teleport. Jax can still split push. I mean, it's not like he lost his Trinity Force. On the contrary, he's only making it more powerful as the time goes on. But a wave did sneak into the base. And, well, whatever that blue dot is on the mini-map, they're going to have to deal with that at the bottom side. Corki gonna rotate to the top lane. Baron should be spawning in about 3 minutes. Broken Shard gonna secure this Scuttle Crab for his team, and might rotate up to get Visibility. Nah, he's gonna smell out the danger and get away safely. Gonna be a really big wave for Crazy Caps right here though, and he's gonna be able to get a lot of minions. Scoreline on this Jinx is 5-2-1, and that's exactly where you want to Jinx. But this Jax, I mean, Trinity Force, Blade of the Ruined King, Warmogs. And I don't know what he's building that pickaxe into, but it can't be anything good for this Dignitas EU team. That might go into a Zephyr. It might go into a Frozen Mallet. It could be going into like some backwards build of the Maw of Mount Mortius, but I've never seen anyone build the pickaxe first and then get the Hex Drinker. So I don't know where this pickaxe is going, but it can only mean more trouble for Dignitas EU. I mean, Morsu is, look at how tanky he is, and he only has one tank item. He doesn't even have upgraded boots. He's running around in that bot lane with regular paper bags on his feet. He is dueling out Wunderwear pretty effectively though. Wunderwear, however, is getting close to that Mega Gnar. Zaitan putting down that ward in the mid lane, gonna easily get cleared out. Just trying to get as much vision as they can in their own jungle. There's a red side pink ward by that red buff. That's the most popular place for a pink ward if you wanted to ward it deep. Baron is spawning in 45 seconds, and it looks like Visibility and crew have control of this pit. They spot out the pink ward and will be able to take it down. And they do have complete dominance over this side of the map. They have Jax split pushing in bot lane. Wunderwear, he has a decision to make. He can either be with the team and like initiate 4v5, or they're gonna lose this tower. And it looks like Wunderwear gets caught out here. He gets knocked up, he gets stunned up, and he is gonna jump away with almost negligible health. He will not go down. That is single digit health right there. He had no business escaping that. But Jax is gonna beat the entire enemy team down into this bot lane by threatening this inhibitor turret, and well, that's gonna be a free Baron. Well, no, they're going to peel off of it because they see that some of the Dignitas EU team is coming. Kira is going to try to dive in onto the back line. Senkuk's taking a lot of damage. Broken Shard going to go in onto Hybrid. Broken Shard gets stunned up, but Zaitan jumps in. Senkuk's is going to get the kill down with Hybrid. And Rek'Sai getting locked up. Crazy Caps gets the kill. But here's Morsu. Morsu going to take a lot of poke. Jumps into the back line. Exhausted. binded, still not dead yet, finally killed by Crazy Caps, and this is going terribly for the Lowland Lions. Wonderwear going to try to land the flash Q. Wonderwear is not going to be able to follow up because Ari flashes away. Dignitas EU with a really good skirmish right there. They're going to be able to answer with this tower of their own. They might even grab the inhibitor. Rek'Sai is spawning right now though, and here's Hybrid, here's the team. Kozq going in, gonna get destroyed. Zaitan not gonna go down. Crazy Caps gets stunned up by Hybrid. Hybrid not gonna be able to get the kill, or will he? No, he will not, but there's Rek'Sai on the backside. Smites Crazy Caps. Crazy Caps still kiting it out, and that is 3 more kills in Jinx's pockets. A horrendous fight right there for the Lowland Lions, but they're forced to run because now Jax is spawned and he's looking for revenge. They're not going to be able to get this inhibitor, and by God, if this Lowland Lions team did not actively try to kill themselves, Morsu would be able to carry much more effectively. Right now it does look like he's going to build up into that frozen mallet, and well, more damage equals more problems. Though he did get poked down really hard by that Azir, so building up some resistances can only help him. But it looks like he's doing the opposite. He's just going to be a straight health tank and rely on killing the entire enemy team as fast as possible. I'm sure Jax at this point can still hop in. Maybe not 1v5, but against the right people. Hybrid is going to get ulted in on. Gonna miss the knockup, gets slowed. Hybrid gonna jump away, and that is a dragon in favor of LLL. As well as now Broken Shard doesn't have his ultimate. Looking at Broken Shard's items though, he used the Randuins, and he isn't extremely tanky, so he is still an option in focusing down, because that is someone that can get blown up. I mean, Randuin's and Mercury's treads is not much. Kirei gonna be able to dodge out that Q, and it looks like they're just going back to the split push. Vizility and crew are gonna rotate back towards this Baron, but they don't have Jax with them. I think it's best though that Jax makes his way up to this top side of the map so they can take this Baron together. They see that it's warded. They know they won't be able to do anything about it because the vision from the Scuttle Crab is right on top of them, and they are going to just back away from this. Right now it just looks like they're looking for lane pushing dominance. It looks like the top lane is going to push in LLL's favor. I should just call them Triple L, Triple A, Triple H, whatever. Triple letters. The lulz. Anyway, Jax has been pushing bottom lane as hard as he can, but can't really make any headway against this Gnar who has Thornmail. That is pretty dangerous for this Jax, who does a crap ton of physical damage, but there's the Frozen Mallet. That is like 2.5 offensive items. You know what, let's count it as 3 because the Trinity Force does deal tons of damage. But I mean, that is a pretty scary looking Jax. He has 1 item slot left, and it's only a matter of time to see what he builds. I could see him going for the Guardian Angel if that is a serious option for him right now. That is going to be a scary Jax, and his split push is going to be terrifying. I want to see how much AD he has on top of like the Sheen proc. And his E, oh my, that's gonna like one-hit towers. No, it's not as bad as a 3,000 stack Nasus Q. Broken Shard gonna dodge out the Q from Kirei, and it looks like they're all gonna get collapsed on. It's 5v4 right now. Wonderwear not gonna land the slow. He is actually, and they're gonna start up on this Baron. Wonderwear is at half health, but he's about to hit Mega Gnar. He's pretty tanky though. They're doing this Baron as fast as possible. Here comes the teleport from Jax. Jax is going to jump into the pit. Kozq is going to slay Zaitan. Broken Shard going to ult in. Baron is still dealing damage to the entire team, and they're gonna have to back away. Visibility trying to dive forward, jumps, flashes onto Azir, but Azir is gonna get the kill. Morsu is gonna try to jump in onto the back line. Crazy Caps able to escape. Kirei gonna get the kill, and Crazy Caps gets stunned up, knocked up, and Wunderwear tries for the flash, but barely misses it. Rek'Sai ults across the fight. Wunderwear has nowhere to go. Gonna hop out. Will he be able to make it? No. The ace for Ahri, and that right there is gonna translate into the Baron. Jax does have the lifesteal to continue tanking through this Baron. Hybrid about to go down. He's gonna die. But Kirei and Morsu, they can do enough tanking for the both of them. That's gonna be the Baron in favor of the LowLandLions right now, and this is an extraordinary game. Back and forth, really close, and well, all I can say is this is a lot more entertaining than NA. Morsu, he doesn't have the teleport, but he will have the huge amount of split push power with the super minions, and just being Jax, it looks like he's going to build up for either a Frozen Heart or a Randuin's. Either way, I mean, it's Jax. He's going to be scary no matter what is built on him. I mean, like, even full AP Jax, you know, Lichbane procs deal so much damage. It's hard to imagine. Like, there was a video, not recently, but within the last few months, someone going full AP Zed, and it's like none of his abilities did damage except for the death mark. But that was only because like he would get the he would be like the 6-item AP Zed, have like 1,000 AP, and then his Lichbane proc would deal like 1 billion damage. And then on top of that, the death mark would like double the damage done dealing during the duration of it, and he would just pop people. Use death mark, auto attack, walk away, and then watch him blow up. It was the funniest stupid crap ever. Alright, now they're trying to set up split push, and they know dragon is going to spawn soon. That's going to be their 4th dragon for the LowLandLions if they do secure it. And I don't think it's wise to just wait for the dragon. They should definitely just be going in for it. Like right now, they're just spending way too much time fumfering around this lane. They should have been split pushing the entire time. They could have had inhibitor turrets, but right now, I mean, they're gonna melt this dragon. There's not gonna be the chance of a steal, and that's dragon number 4 for this LowLandLions team. The Braum and the Rek'Sai are super tanky at this point. Morsu has a lot of health. Zaitan gonna get dove on. Gonna go down. No, he won't. He's gonna get Zhonya'd up, but it's not gonna matter. He's gonna go down too. Broken Shard forced to use his ultimate in the fight, and Gnar is behind that team. How did that happen? He's gonna just run away as fast as he can, but Morsu gonna try to go in. Will miss the stun on the Broken Shard, and that full health Jax is terrifying. Wunderwear gonna try to backdoor, but I mean, they're gonna send Jax back to deal with him. Wunderwear doesn't have any offensive items. He can't even attempt to backdoor. Jax is gonna just force him out of the base. Gonna walk down mid lane again, and Kirei with Visibility and Hybrid are gonna push his bottom lane. Q gets caught out, but at the cost of losing an inhibitor turret. Hybrid gonna take a lot of damage, so Visibility is forced to back off, but the fight breaks out. Broken Shard gonna deal a lot of damage, kill Visibility. Kirei is gonna get hit by that Jinx W and is just gonna get kited down into... No, he won't. He'll be able to escape, but Morsu is in this mid lane. He's taking this tower for free. They're still chasing him in this bottom lane. Why are you doing that? Your inhibitor is at risk. You know Zaitan cannot 1v1 a Jax. What are you doing? Morsu is going to take this inhibitor for almost no cost. Well, at the cost of his entire team. But it looks like Dignitas EU are going to push in this bot lane. This is a really smart move by them. Death timers are really low though. 10 seconds for this Ahri. They're just going to be able to trade inhibitors, and I don't think any more than that. They might be able to go for the second one. Yeah, Jinx has the movement speed to get over there really fast. They're going to take 2 inhibitors against a team that no longer has the Baron buff. So 2 inhibitors to 1 right now for the LowLandLions. And that is a frozen heart on Jax. That is a huge amount of armor. And that is just one thing this Jinx should be extremely afraid to deal with. Now Jax, he has his ultimate. I mean, he has his teleport. So what these teams should do right now is send Jax top or bot, whichever is fine, and split push. They need to 401 split push in any fashion, because they still have 1 tower. Not they, but you know, I was gonna name my university because it just looks similar. DEU. I can only think of my university that starts with a D. Anyway, they need to have Jax split pushing. They need it. I mean, Jax is that kind of champion. He split pushes, and if they don't have that, then why have a Jax? I mean, yes, he is the late game powerhouse, but I mean, he is known for split pushing. He's known for that whump, 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 whump. You have to have him pushing somewhere, and pushing this mid lane is not going to help you, LLL. You have to push a lane that has an inhibitor that has not fallen. You should be pushing top while Jax pushes bot, but you're fumfering around in this red side jungle, and I don't like that one bit. I don't like them Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Ko's Q is going to take a lot of damage, get ulted down on, but Broken Charge is going to take a lot of damage in return. That's an ultimate for an ultimate right there. Didn't even have to burn any flashes. And Hybrid is about to have his Ignite back up. I don't know why they haven't tried to make a move for this inhibitor yet. Why are you going back? What could you possibly be buying? 2 of your players are already at 6 items. I don't know what you think the problem is. Jax is still in this bot lane though, and he needs to stay there. He should not ever leave this bottom lane. He should always continue to put on the pressure while the rest of his team pushes top, and they're just not doing that. I don't understand why. In a base race, Jax would win 999 times out of 1,000. But I do see now that Baron is spawning, but at the same time, that's something like that's vision control that could have just been achieved by pushing the top lane. They're gonna spot out that the entire Dignitas EU team is in the bot lane, and unlike their NA brethren, they can't even throw at the Baron pit because they're not anywhere close. They're gonna secure the Baron, and well, nothing is gonna come of it. Dragon, however, is spawning in 20 seconds, and this LLL team needs to make it down there if they want something to happen. They want to be able to get this 5th dragon. If they want to be able to win this game, they have to go get it. Dragon is now spawning, and LowLandLions are moving in. A lot of, well, not a lot of poke going to go down onto Kirei, but a decent amount. Azir is going to try to trade some damage down. Hybrid going to take a few pokes, but this is getting too close. There goes Broken Shard onto the front line. The Narvin combo, huge amount of damage, but Crazy Caps is going to get jumped on in that back line. Crazy Caps going down in the back. Wundawar taken really low. Zaitan going to get the death. Ko's Q getting the triple kill, and that is going to be the end of the game. Finally, they pull the trigger. They even take the dragon in the fight, and there's the surrender. GG. That was a really close game, and it really shouldn't have been. Jax could have like single-handedly pushed down every single turret for the rest of the game, But they just didn't have that. They kept on, moseying between lanes. They kept on like, oh, what do we do now? What do we do now? Lowland Lions, what you should have done is just push. I don't care if you push mid because, your inhibitor is down. Then again, their inhibitor is down too. You have super minions pushing against each other. If you kill one caster minion on their backline, you should be fine. But push top lane. Bring the entire Dignitas EU team top. Baron is spawning. That's okay. You're in top lane. Jax can handle this Gnar. But they just kept on going back and forth, and basically waited until Dignitas picked a fight that they shouldn't have. And, well, Dignitas, they had the Narvin combo. They had a 4-man stun, but Jinx threw out the ultimate when everyone was still at, like, full health. And that was a lot of potential damage lost. Then Jinx had 0 peel. Used the QSS and got, like, oh my god, I can't even think of a vivid enough word to describe how badly Jinx got beaten by that Jax in the duel. Like, there was nothing Jinx could have done. It's Jax. Where was the peel for your late game carry? It was just a really sloppy last team fight from Dignitas. Really slow game from LLL. And it was very close, but it could have ended a lot faster. And it could have ended in a much better blaze of glory. That is, well, all I really have to say about that. Let's send that back to Kobe and Freak on the caster desk. Ah, Scott, you're so funny. Alright, well, that's it from me. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave any feedback you have. Like, tell me if you don't like my voice. Tell me if I could do this or that better. Just let me have it. I'm a big man. I don't cry. Alright, I'm done trying to be funny. I have had a great day. I hope you did too. And I will see you later. Well, tomorrow to be specific. I'll be casting another EU game, and I will see you then. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.